portion of the metagame here.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's somewhat accurate to the actual metagame. So the real question is, do I want to play Legacy on Sunday or do I want to play Modern? Oh wait, I know the answer to that one.
Is that an actual question?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just sell all of my Modern cards.
Whoa there, man. How am I supposed to borrow stuff? You can't. You can leave Ben in the rain, but you can't leave me in the rain.
I'm loaning you Standard. You better still be playing day 2.
Oh my god, I hope so.
Like, I feel like we've got you a pretty good deck for Standard.
Yeah, it seems good.
It seems a little more than good, thank you very much.
Okay, it seems like it could win. Looks like Zach's on the mulligan here.
Never a good thing when playing Burn. Need
Yeah.
every point. Need every point. But then again, this is Grixis we're talking about. They don't exactly have life gain in the main other than Kalitas.
Yeah.
And that's depending on whether or not he is playing Kalitas, so.
That's an interesting last name here from Tom.
Archinbald. Is any worse than Kramer? Kramer?
Kramer? Yeah, I think it's Kramer.
EE apparently makes an A.
English, man. English.
English. Geese, goose, and meese and moose.
Meese.
I actually found out the reason
so
for that.
so happy. What?
I actually found out the reason why it's not meese. It's apparently because moose is a Native American word, whereas goose and whatnot is actually a German word. So that's actually the reason for the difference there. You know, just casual, random trivia.
That's your Snapple fact of the day.
Yeah, that's my Snapple fact. I'm just preparing you for your Jeopardy runs.
Our Jeopardy runs. Remember, Ben Ball PO box just.
So when I worked as a TV salesman a couple years ago, all I would do from 1 to 2 o'clock is watch Jeopardy every day.
Oh.
It's like, and the rest of the day, Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh yeah, it seems good.
Yeah, it was a sweet job. Getting in there, being aggressive with Goblin Guide 2.0.
Yeah, Zachary is losing here though. It's a 17-19 race.
What's 2 life between friends? Tom thinking extra hard about taking this 1 damage. Oh no, he's already taken it. Just can't decide on his first land. There's been a lot of people
These
like
definitely
that.
become planes. They become Thalios. Like at least one of them does. Some counter spells and bolts here in Tom's hand.
Definitely.
Also has a Serum Visions. I wonder if
Tom
he's
going
taking
down to
2.
17 just to keep up Bolt, it looks like.
Yeah, or Spell Snare. Looks like Zach has a Grim Lavamancer in hand. That could do some work at this game, possibly.
I know Zach is a huge fan of Grim Lavamancer, so.
Yeah. He said that if he was a card, he is Grim Lavamancer.
He has described himself as that. See if Zach has got any 1-mana spells to pump up these Monastery Swiss Spheres. One, of course, is going to eat a bolt, but.
Yeah, still getting at least 2 damage if he does have.
Absolutely.
It looks like he's probably played like Grim Lavamancer. Or he could, or he plays Grim Lavamancer, goes in for 2. I wonder, do you bolt one of them or do you bolt the Grim Lavamancer?
Well, I guess that answers our question there. I personally agree with that. Like, there might be an argument for killing the Grim, but the Swift Spear is so much faster. The Grim does give you some inevitability, but the Swift Spear it's so fast.
Like next turn, I can do 2 damage, and it's basically what like that Swift Spear would have done probably at least, and then it could deal more further. Looks like he's
bottom real quick here.
Yeah, it looks like he might be stuck on lands. Maybe no, plays that island. Look, that's kind of awkward. I hope he didn't. I hope he drew that off the Serum Visions because I'd rather. I guess he doesn't. He used the Lightning Bolt and doesn't have another one. So he's keeping up
Just
spell
all
snare.
the creatures here.
Yeah, this is a very creature-heavy draw here from Zach.
Which is exactly what he needs to recover from a Mold 6.
Mm-hmm.
Just repeatable sources of damage.
Yeah, like cards doing more damage than 3. this Swift Spear is going to be doing its second, and then Goblin Guide's probably going to get in here and do an additional 2. Curious whether he attacks with the Grim Lavamancer, which he does.
Apparently has spells and things to do here.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm,
no.
no.
Thinking about it, thinking about it.
I feel like you can keep the Goblin Guide and the Swift Spear tapped, unless you're going to cast a sorcery speed spell like a Lava Spike. It's the Grim Lavamancer you're thinking, aren't you? Trigger? Reveals a Kalitas.
Ooh.
But Tom
Couple
also
of turns away from
Tom
that.
yeah, Tom needs 2 more lands and double black from each. Doesn't look like he has that many if any lands in hand.
Before damage.
4 damage, lightning bolt you.
Yep.
Putting you down to 13. And then you're taking 5.
Yep. Going down to 8. This is already getting pretty low in life.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Tom has a black source in hand and then proceeds to draw another black source. Oh, just mills it away.
Yeah, he needs a looks like he needs a land here. I don't think he has any lands in hand.
And then draw for turn. It does not look like he hit a land there.
Same. Yeah,
This is definitely a little awkward for Tom
I
here.
very much think that he does not have a land in hand.
And figure if Zach has any burn spell, this is pretty much over next turn.
Yeah, he can deal 3 minimum with a Goblin Guide and a Swift Spear.
Tom
And
needs
then
an untapped black.
2 with the
No.
Lavamancer. He just needs a bolt. And
There's
even
a
if
swamp bolt in the scry here, but I don't think Tom is going to live to see him.
Scry doesn't go to hand.
Just
Yeah, that spell snare did literally nothing this game except for sit in hand.
unfortunately, 1-drops are not 2-drops.
Yeah.
Need some mill misstep
does-
action going on
Zach
here.
does have a lightning helix in hand.
And they draw another spell though.
Mm-hmm.
And just getting in there.
Swings in for 4. Reveals a swamp this time.
Yeah, he did stack it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Before damage.
He's gonna try
going
to
for the 2.
he's gonna try to cast that, which is quickly gonna be spell snare. But he's gonna get prowess, so he's gonna take 5. Go down
Go
to 3.
So any burn spell or just next turn. So
Mm-hmm.
this is not looking good for Tom at all.
Yeah. Very few cards that could get him out of here.
Well, he does have Snapcaster Bolt action, so that does limit the amount of damage he can take. But
Yeah.
again, any burn spell from Zach,
Like literally anything.
well, other than Searing Blaze,
Yeah, but if he does try to play the Snapcaster, is Searing Blaze instant speed?
it's instant speed, but you need landfall for the 3.
Yeah, but just getting rid of the blocker and dealing 1 seems fine enough, especially when you have that Grim Lavamancer.
Combat!
Looks like he drew a Boros charm. So I feel like you just swing in here with the Goblin Guide and the Swift Spear.
Yep, he agrees.
Or does he? Getting cozy here, trying to figure out what to do.
Is he going to overthink it here? He might get in with all 3, just because both spells in hand cost 2, but that does telegraph that both spells in hand cost 2.
Mm-hmm.
Tom finally gets out of his mana issues.
Mm-hmm. A little too late though. So
Now, you wait till he declares what he's targeting with Snapcaster here, because if he targets the spell snare in response, you can...
you just Boros charm.
Yep.
And then I imagine he'll scoop it up.
Yeah. That is indeed it.
So
Target spell snare.
a little bit hard of a game 1 here for Tom. Didn't draw the lands he was needing. He did have multiple terminates in hand, just no black source.
Absolutely. And you had to mill away his only, life gain in his main deck. So.
Yeah, he might have had another Cletus, but that one was coming up. It just wasn't fast enough. Slams a batter skull on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Counter skull in. Dispels in. Rakdos charms. Ooh. Looks like that's what's coming in from here from Tom. I don't know if Zach will bring in his Destructive Reverie. So those batter skulls, if the game does go out in a more favorable way here for Tom, will do stuff.
honestly, I'm a big fan of like burn decks and combo decks. Essentially, for game 2, if you win game 1, you just don't board, or if you do board, it's very minimal. These decks are very dependent on having exactly the right draws, so anytime you dilute your deck, you're just not doing yourself any favors.
Mm-hmm. It'd be different if you're bringing in like some type of haymaker, which I feel like sideboards are really more for just bringing in like haymakers for certain matchups like damnation or anger of the gods against like aggro decks. It's like different type of aggro deck. It's pretty much a haymaker, just destroying all creatures and everything.
That's one way of putting it. Just again, anytime a deck is very dependent on the draw, like a combo deck or anything, you just cannot afford to dilute your deck very much. So, if you won game 1, you've got a freebie. Take it.
I do feel like I know knowing Zach's sideboard. I know he's gonna slam 4 exquisite firecrafts in.
Oh yeah, I can get behind that.
See, it's a very different from diluting your deck because you're just taking out like a different type of burn
Taking
spell
out
for
Searing Blaze for that.
yeah, because Zach's saying on the car ride, he really likes exquisite firecraft because it's not really about the counter ability doesn't come until more late game, but it also gets rid of Cletus pretty easily.
That's definitely true. I've actually been a really large fan of Exquisite Firecraft in Legacy just because counterbalance?
No,
What about counterbalance?
you're just like
Take
nice
4.
click. Yeah.
Yeah, take 4. Nice entreat the angels. Nice mentor.
Yeah.
Take 4, damn it.
Mhm.
I've actually been seeing a lot of burn decks in Legacy play 4 Exquisite Firecrafts in the sideboard just for
Yep.
that matchup.
It does help them out a lot. No counter policy on it, like we saw earlier.
Definitely relevant.
Let's see if Tom tries to remand a exquisite firecraft here.
Yeah, that was definitely a little amusing.
You can see the focus here in Zach's eyes. He's just ready. He's picturing Tom as a nice big vegan burger.
People and their dietary restrictions. So, think Tom's going to keep a hand with more than 2 lands this game?
I hope so. It looks like there's a lot of lands in this hand from my view.
It's hard to tell. The picture's so tiny.
Well, looks like what I thought. There was probably a lot of lands. So he's gonna take a quick mulligan. You don't want those against burn.
Yeah, definitely not doing yourself any
It
favors.
looks like Zach's probably going to keep,
Yeah.
but
And figure Tom
Still
didn't
thinking on
have
it.
the dreaded Dragon Claw in the sideboard, so...
oh yeah. Zach last week came back and he was laughing a little bit, and we asked him what happened in the game, and he says double Dragon's Claw. And,
He
that's
then
pretty
proceeds
great.
to tell us that his opponent told him he only had 2 in his sideboard.
oh yeah,
Just for the extra rub-ins.
Mm-hmm.
What's worse than your opponent sprinkling salt on you? Doing it over an open wound.
Oh yeah. It's pretty awkward when your lightning bolts become flame jabs without the comeback policy.
Spark spray.
Spark spray. Oh yeah. This hand's looking slightly more reasonable, but
Geist flame you.
Geist. It doesn't have as much interaction. Like there's lands and creatures, but you're like you don't think he has the spells he needs or wants like a lightning bolt or terminates.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. He is scrying. It is a land on top. Looks like
Yeah.
a steam vents.
Yep.
To the bottom, he says,
Yeah.
I've got enough lands. I need interaction.
Does land go? Let's see what Zach starts off with here. Imagine. I hope it's a Goblin Guide. Goblin
It
Guide.
is a Goblin Guide. Let's be honest
Goblin
here.
Guides are sweet. Or it's a Goblin Guide 2.0. In the form of a.
Swiss Spear?
Yep.
Nah, I've got faith. It's going to be OG.
OG. Straight from Zendikar.
Straight out of Zendikar.
Straight out of Zendikar.
Don't let me down, Zach. Don't let
Come
me
on.
down.
Oh! Yeah.
Triggers.
Oh.
Enjoy your... I'm going to unmulligan you because I don't care.
Yeah. It's kind of awkward that, like, that's the sky. Puts it on bottom, and then he draws it.
Yeah.
I just want to know if you're gonna.
And
That-
then proceeds to fetch for 1, I bet.
No, he's gonna get like a watery grave here.
A black source, sure, sure.
He has a what's it called? Blood Crypt in hand also.
No, oh,
Oh
what
my
was
God.
that? Huh?
This is disrespect here. Ooh.
I believe I've called this game perfectly so far. Have some respect, good sir.
Ooh. What's Tom gonna play next turn? Land go. It's gonna be land go.
It's going to be a terminate.
It's gonna be a terminate.
He's going to land go, but terminate is in our future, I foresee.
Oh, okay. Heard it here first. Did he just draw a terminate?
He did. He did.
No.
He
What?
did.
What? How did he? Wow. Okay.
What can I say?
Damn.
I'm psychic
I don't
here.
even think he had a terminate in hand up before that anyway.
He did not.
God.
No, just trying to make you feel bad.
Ben 8 ball. Oh my God. Oh.
I'm just saying, like, the chances of him drawing a terminate here are pretty.
They're somewhere.
They're like 8%. Like,
8%. God.
it's clearly obvious he's going to do it because that's how this game works.
I think you do.
Is
in
he going to
response
mana
here.
leak here, actually? This might actually change the future, and it may cause a mana leak.
There's some responses happening here. I don't know. What it might be a. I feel like it's a
It's a mana leak. It's definitely a mana leak.
Taps his idol on the Great Revel. Says it's time.
If Zach would have played any other card,
If he
it would have been a
if he would have
terminate.
attacked first,
Yeah,
probably. Oh.
but this actually gets in damage, so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Which would you rather have, Eidolon or
Oh, Eidolon
Goblin
definitely.
Guide?
Eidolon definitely.
Okay.
It's more possible for that to do more damage.
So in this case, it definitely was correct for Zach
it's
to
2
attack
lands.
first. So normally, my prediction would have been accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And Goblin Guy just drawing Tom all the cards here.
Yeah.
If Tom would have cast Terminate there, you would.
Oh my God. That would have been. Jeez. Time to retire. Seeing it all. It's like the person that goes up to bait a baseball and they like smack them out and like point upwards and then they hit like a grand slam or something. It's just like not even just a home run. Just
Goblin Guide number 2 here. Terminate is looking likely here, though.
yeah.
Triggers.
Trigger 1 and then trigger
Finally
2.
misses.
Yeah. Okay, how awkward would it have been if it hit 2 lands there? Ooh.
You would have had discard, bro.
Yeah. These Goblin Guides are doing some damage here.
Absolutely.
Tom's already down to 12.
Down to 9.
Doing it sorcery speed. I'm curious.
He's tapped out. He might want to just make sure it resolves.
Maybe it's like some Firecrafts in hand. That's like he wants to keep mana open, but like it still doesn't mean you want to do it instant speed. The sorcery
Well,
speed.
Like I said, he was tapped out. Might just want to make sure it resolves.
Yeah, it's possible. Zach does know that Tom has a Cold God's Command in hand, so
Yeah,
that's
the
pretty
Goblin Guide
good.
is not long for this world.
Yeah, it's not gonna be too great. He does need a 3rd lane if he's hoping to cast these.
Looks like
exquisite
Zach has
Firecraft.
another Lightning Bolt in hand as well, so.
Well, your opponent's at 9. You only need 3 of them.
Trigger. Oh, Snapcaster here.
Is this in response to the trigger?
I guess so.
Imagine he's gonna snapcast. What do you do? Do you snapcaster like flash like?
It's going to
manually?
probably be Terminate.
Terminate. Just terminate it. Sort of clock on him.
Well, judging from the way he tapped, it's probably going to be Terminate.
Well, there's only 2 cards in the graveyard, and you can cast both.
Well, yeah, but if you choose Mana Leak, then block the Goblin Guide, then Zach just passes turn. And you just waste a Snapcaster Mage as an Ambush Viper.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like the Goblin Guide trigger was forgotten there.
Mm-hmm. In the depths.
What has Zach got up his sleeves here?
Double
Bolt.
Put you to 3.
You're tapped out? We want to kill you.
Yeah. Fire Blast. That'd have been good. If it was
If
legal.
only. This is not looking good for Tom.
Yeah.
Zach has, what, 3 cards in hand?
Mm-hmm. Just
the,
a coin
the
flip.
chances of them not dealing 3 damage for 2 mana is...
Just a coin flip here.
I'm pretty sure one of them is a Lava Spike. I hope he has the 4th Lightning Bolt just for
Oh
flavor.
my god. It came from the sky.
Rift Bolt.
The next turn. Alright, you got it?
I'm going to let you look at your death.
Grim Lavamancer here. It does feed the Kolgon's command also pretty nicely.
Yep. Okay, I'll pass.
I feel like that's what he's gonna do end of turn here. Just Kolgon's command, deal 2, make you discard.
Yeah.
Discards a Skullcrack.
Skullcrack? Why didn't he just cast Skullcrack? I'm a little confused. Well, he did have Snapcaster Mana Leak, so I guess it makes sense.
And he's making he's trying to play for a turn where he can't have all the mana open. So like next turn, if he would have probably tried to cast it, because like he already has 3 coming off the bolt, the Rift Bolt. So then he would have
So
tried to.
Tom has to counter the Rift Bolt, otherwise he dies. And Zach's last card in hand also deals 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay,
he's
that makes sense.
And he's going to 2 cards here, back up to 2. He's gonna draw. He's gonna try to cast the
Well,
bolt.
if he discards Skullcrack, that means the last card in hand deals at least 3.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure it's a Boros charm. I would have definitely discarded a Firecraft if that's what the main card is. Cause like,
Yeah,
you don't have a
it's
land.
definitely not Firecraft.
So
Shoot you.
Trigger. See, he's making him Snapcaster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Putting him down to 1 lane.
And it's
So fetch lane.
fetch land of all things. Yeah.
So it's gonna put him to 2.
Draw.
Yeah.
Proceed to tap my mana. Kill you.
You have fetch land. Yep, he points out the fetch land. It's like what can he have? It's like Spell Pierce. Just shows it.
Skullcrack number 2.
And then Tom is probably gonna extend the hand. He's probably
Yep,
going
that's all, folks.
to.
We'll
Yeah.
be back next Tuesday.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Yeah. I had Angler and Tassier in hand, which weren't doing me a whole lot after I killed creatures, and then just didn't grab any good spells. Good counter spells. There's things I could have had. I could have had some life gain in there. I didn't that I could have played, but everyone here plays control, so I'm doing a full play set. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. Not that you need help against Grixis. Yeah, but like with the threshold of control decks, it's good. Yeah, I guess it's better against Jeskai. It's also good. Yeah, it's good against. It's really good against Jeskai. It's good against you. You don't need help. I don't really.
You can just not even side and still.
Yeah, but it's good to have something.
Yeah.
I got it.
The only thing, probably should have attacked before casting.
Well, then if I had a removal spell, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's why I
life
do
for
that.
it.
Yeah, but Eidolon's going to deal more damage by resolving there than Goblin Guy getting in for 2 damage.
So I attack first.
I can see why you did it. I was glad it ended up that way.
Oh, I see what he means. Like,
Yeah.
you use your mana to. He uses his mana to kill the Goblin Guide instead of countering the Eidolon. I'll keep that in mind.
Like,
Eidolon is the card I want to counter the most.
yeah, but yeah, terminated hand, so attacking there, if he's going to do something,
Yeah.
he's likely to terminate there, allowing the Eidolon to resolve.
Allowing the Eidolon to resolve. Yeah, definitely. No, that's a good.
It's kind of funny because I called him cast and terminate that turn, and he would have if you would have attacked.
Yeah. No,
And he didn't have
that's
to terminate till that turn because he
Yeah.
terminated.
that's good.
Alright, we good?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a
do
good
you
point.
like ever lose to Grixis? Like,
I've lost.
it just seems impossible.
I've lost. Last week, a dude played 2 Dragon's Claws, and I'm just flamed. He didn't have anything else. I'm like, he plays 1, and I'm like, fine, whatever. He plays another 1, and I didn't bring any Destructive Revelry. That's game 3, and I didn't see any game 2, so I don't bring in any Destructive Revelries. Why would I? And he plays both of them in game 3, and it's just like I'm flame jabbing him, man.
I wish I had like a dispel or a spell snare at the end there and drew into something with life gain.
I mean, I can lose to anything if I get bad. Like, if I just get flooded, I'll lose games like that, obviously. But most of the time, no, it's a good matchup. But I like these for control and mid-range decks. The mid-range decks make me discard cards.
Yeah,
so
it's just a bigger oomph spell.
Exactly. You need every single card you cast to count. Also, the 4 damage to a creature, I can kill a Kalitas with a single card.
That's true.
I can
That's
kill.
pretty nice.
Yeah, I can kill like those
And
really
if like
annoying.
a small scavenging beast can also eat it too.
I can kill like Wall of Omens and Spell Skite and just with 1 card. So
Yeah, it smells good too.
this is good. It's really good against control, and it's pretty good against mid range. So I like it.
Yeah, I can see that. It seems pretty good.
You need every card to count, especially like with